This is Christian Ackerman with FastCoast Productions and the FastCoast Film Academy. And I'm here at headquarters, FastCoast, because right now in Hamilton, Montana, we're allowed to still go out and about. It's more if we have any signs of like cold symptoms or anything like that to stay away from the elderly, and just be cautious. So we don't really have like lockdown right now, like some big cities do. So I'm just coming to get a few things from my office so I can work from home. And I want to give an update since I haven't updated anything since that last video, whenever that was. And here I am. I just want to let you guys know what's going on here at FastCoast Productions with all this crazy things going on. I had to, for a moment, kind of readjust my schedule because now I am a teacher at a public high school, and they have done a school closure until after their actual scheduled spring break. So right now we're in it's going to be like a week and a half right now until our actual initial spring break. Some schools in the valley are on spring break already, and university is on spring break, but that kind of worked out with the closure. Our state has put on a closing down any like really big gatherings, especially with schools and whatnots like that. In Hamilton, I've only seen small closures like on corporate kind of things because they have to listen to what corporate is doing, and then a lot of the what Hamilton thrives on is local businesses such as myself, and they're more being cautious. They're staying open, but they're doing like curbside drop off with all the businesses here. Some of them are allowing you to come in but not to stay inside the business, and some are. I saw one of our burger places was still open today, and people were inside eating and stuff like that. So yeah, so it's kind of like that good Samaritan motive right now. They did have a meeting here with our city, and they're just gonna play it one day at a time to see what they're gonna do. So now I sound like a news guy, but FastCoast Productions, same thing, kind of like on the down low, but it's okay because I'll be working on, I have a few projects coming up, but I'm still working on SPACELOCK right now. Plus I talked to a good friend of mine. You guys have seen him on the videos and behind the scenes. He shot a lot of Pirates Cove, Whito, and also I talked to him just, this last weekend before all the shutdowns happened. I talked to him last weekend, and he's gonna pick up and start doing some edits with Pirates Cove. I don't know how intense, but he offered to work on that, and so he'll be doing that eventually. And I am going to continue on editing like crazy SPACELOCK. I showed it to a friend, and when I showed it to him, I'm like, wow, there's a lot that's been done, but there's a lot to do still with SPACELOCK. So it's getting there. So tonight it's kind of gotten late. It's a little late right now. It's like 9:45. I don't have a clock around here, but it's I believe it's like 9:45, close to 10. And I am going to get my things here, and I'm going to work on making that SPACELOCK feature and get it done. I don't know how we're going to release some of our movies. I do have, if some of you are like, in quarantine or self-quarantine, we do have a lot of content. And two, I'm going to put it down in a link. I have some of my old school stuff from I used to be, before YouTube, I was on Access Television. That was my thing. That was like what got me really going and got a little small fan base going in my town. And then that kind of picked up and went online, and then it kind of helped me grow a little bit with also doing my feature films, and that kind of helped. And so I come from Access Television, like Wayne's World, Party on Garth, originally is where I started with Missoula Community Access Television. And so I'm going to put down a link of one of my old shows, the Christian Ackerman Show, and some old movies that we used to show on the Access Television, and some of them are on our YouTube channel as well. You should check out, find keyword normally is a VHS, and you can look in on our channel for some old school content. But I'm going to put a link to archive.org. That's where there's a lot of free movies on there, a lot of independent stuff on there, amateur stuff that are like, you might find a piece of gold on that thing. But I have some of my old shows. I made like, I think 5 episodes over the course of I forget how many, I think like for the course of maybe 8 years maybe, and then I reran them as called the show backwards and put some new content. So there's going to be I'll have some links to some of my old content, so if you want to watch some crazy stuff back in the day when I was just out of high school, and some of my high school content, just like what we have on the YouTube channel. But this is like stuff I can't put on YouTube because of copyright infringement, because we would just show this. We didn't make money off this. We would just do this as a fun thing with our friends and family. And it actually got picked up. And then I remember we took one show and we re-edited it so it'd be more commercial. And we have like one show that we finished. Anyways, I'm talking too much, but so I'll have that down in the links below. And then the websites, right now, I'm not going to be updating quite yet. So FastCoast Productions and FastCoast Film Academy, their websites, you just type that in with the .com at the end of the title, and it'll take you right there. I'm not going to be updating those because I just today worked on a major web page for my classes. I teach 3 classes at the high school here next down a little ways from Hamilton, Montana, down or up, I should say, it's north of here. In Corvallis, Montana, at Corvallis High School. And so I made a web page to give them some activity work, things to look at, things to just to keep them on board with classes. And then it's also going to become the place where once we get everything established, we're going to start doing lessons and stuff like that. But right now we're just been advised to create content and activities for the kids so they can stay in connection with us. And so then after spring break, when we hopefully return, hopefully the closure will be lifted and we'll come into school again and regain what's going to be normal now. So that's what's happening with me right now. So I've been very busy with school stuff. Light blinked, and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I haven't really been doing much uploads lately. But you should go and check out our school's videos. There's some old stuff up there. But if you go to Corvallis Creative Media and look up that on YouTube, you can find our channel, Corvallis Creative Media, and we have some funny stuff. We're actually in, just before all this craziness happened, we were into the power of editing, like editing yourself into movies or recutting films so they look like a comedy film looks like a horror movie, and a horror movie looks like a comedy or a drama. We've been showing the power of editing and then giving tools to what you can use to make editing possible, and like free softwares, and then also pay priced softwares for editing, like Final Cut Pro, Adobe Premiere, and stuff like that. So we've been doing a lot of that, and then we were transitioning into more story and writing, especially Media One. We start to get into a little bit more screenwriting format and storytelling and communications, and so there's some cool stuff that we've been working on that hasn't been released yet, but you'll see some of it on our channel at Corvallis Creative Media. You'll see some new stuff that we just posted that we're really proud of, and who knows where it's going to go from here. We don't know what's going to happen, but yeah. And then soon we'll be posting things. We have a Facebook page too. If you go to Corvallis Creative Media on Facebook, and we have an Instagram, Corvallis C Media on Instagram. You can check out their stuff and just support the kids. They've been working on a lot of cool stuff, and they always have cool content. We even show behind the scenes while they're working, just to show what goes into making these crazy things that they do, and they're so proud of it. We have like makeup artists, we have writers, we have comedians, actors, dramatic actors, and all type of creative people in these classes, and I feel so bad for them because that's the class they get to come and use tools to do their creative things, and they won't be available to them right now. So yeah, so we just have to stay positive. And so this is why I created this these like social media links, so they can stay in connection with their fellow classmates, and also we can still have some fun and be connected and up to date on what's happening. And so I also created them a web page too, so it's almost like a classroom online for them and stuff. And I have some really cool big ideas about that. And they watch this channel too, so some of them are probably seeing this on social media in here. I don't even know if I'm going to edit this thing. I think this is just going to be raw as is with normally I do B-rolls and stuff, but I need to get this out there so you guys can see. So it's just going to be a raw vlog like this from FastCoast Productions headquarters. And don't worry, I am going to be making my way home after I get a few things done here, and then start working on SPACELOCK probably into the wee hours of the night. And then also in the next day we've been doing homeschool with my kids, because they've had closures, so it's been kind of crazy. So just not nuts, actually, just figuring out our schedules and turning into positivity. Which one positive thing me and my wife were saying is we get to hang out together, which could be a double-edged sword, because the kids have been getting on each other's nerves. My wife, we're okay. We got the kids to kind of keep us busy and stuff. We're doing good and stuff. We're doing fine. No, I'm just kidding. We're enjoying the time with each other. So when we do get time to just do activities with one another and just hang or do nothing, sometimes just to do nothing, it's the best thing, and just be with one another is the greatest gift of all. So I'm glad, and I feel bad for people who are in quarantine who can't be with their loved ones. So positive thoughts and prayers and all good things to you guys out there. We need to hang on and stay positive no matter what. There is positivity no matter where you are. You just got to make it and see it and make it happen. Sometimes it's time not to be in that positive mood. It's a time to be a little sad, be a little bummed out, and then it's time to pick yourself up and renew yourself and stay positive. And it's hard. Some people, you'll find it in your own way, whatever that is. And me, it's making movies, watching movies, and it's hard because I like to do things. I like to be out and about and moving around and going places, and it's hard to see around the world places closing up and seeing, because normally when I'm here, I feel like I'm in a small town. Normally this is the town that goes to sleep at 5 p.m. and the rest of the world is awake still. And now I'm seeing like big theme parks closing down and stuff like that. And it's like, wow. But then I think about like, wow, I'm not the only one. We're all still maybe waking up in the wee hours going, what the heck is going on? Or have those moments of thoughts of like, what is happening? Well, history is happening. It's a crazy time. History's happening. Those of you who were around during 9/11, that was a crazy time. People who were around other crazy times. I remember the LA riots. I remember being scared of those when I lived in California, in San Diego, and seemed like to me they were far away, but I was still scared. Like, what is going on? I thought that was going to happen in my town, that kind of thing. There are like chapters in life that are crazy, and when we are okay and everything's okay with us and we're safe and our loved ones are safe and we have that time to reflect and just think and be peaceful if we can, we have to appreciate the little things that keep us going, and sometimes it'll be the best things that keep us going. And right now, me and my family, it's us, it's our families keeping us going, and the time together. That's the positiveness that we have. So anyways, a little bit of a rant. My kids normally call it in my classroom Mr. Ackerman's rant. So there you go, just a little bit one. The point is, try to stay positive. Watch some funny shows. If you're sick of watching TV, maybe just like look in the mirror. Have you ever done that? You look in the mirror and you make a weird face and you just stare at yourself and you just start going and then you just start laughing. Only me? Well, me and my brother, my brother would know. My brothers would know this, and my kids, they just figured it out too. You just do weird things. People forget sometimes too some people don't know what we didn't have when we didn't have smartphones and awesome internet and stuff like that. There was a time where this could have been way boring. When I'm talking about quarantine stuff, yeah, it could have been way boring. I don't know. It's just how you look at things, I guess. Anyway, stay positive, stay cool. If you start to see me, if I do a video where I'm like going, please help and support me too. Give me a little shout out and a fist bump, and all that good stuff. Okay, I'm done talking. I talked too long. Raw vlog. That's just how it goes. My name is Christian Ackerman with FastCoast Film Academy and the FastCoast Productions, and also Corvallis Creative Media at the Corvallis High School. This is Christian Ackerman, and I hope to see you soon in the movies. See you guys.